I've been using Schwalbe tires for as long as I can remember, during my trips in Europe and the US, on tarmac and gravel. Thousands and thousands of kilometers. One of my first long trips was cycling the Pacific coast, from Vancouver to San Diego, on an old Koga Miata bicycle. I used the Marathon Plus tires, which are really puncture-proof. Later I went for the Almotion tires. They have less rolling resistance, so feel a bit smoother. I hardly got a puncture with these tires. So Virgo has a rental bike. Just in rare circumstances. Fish hook. Like the time I cycled over a fish hook. Since I've been cycling on my Idworx bikes, I've been using these super wide Schwalbe tires. And I'm a fan. I remember when I picked up my bike, I was like, whoa, this is just going to be heavy, no? It's also a question I get a lot. Are these tires not slowing you down? No, not at all actually. The opposite. Let's be honest. If you're cycling, how often do you get a very smooth road? A lot of times you're on old roads, cycling lanes with a lot of bumps. For example, there's tree roots. And when I'm on long distance trails, there's often unpaved roads with gravel, with stones. And these tires are extremely comfortable. And on more uneven surfaces, wide tires actually have less rolling resistance. I keep the pressure quite low, and because of that, there's more grip. And meanwhile, they're absorbing all the bumps way more than more narrow tires. On my Opinion BLT, I've been using the G-One Allround, and on my electric Opinion ET, the Super Moto X. As you can see, the G-One Allround have a great profile, and because of that, a lot of grip. The only thing is that little stones tend to stick in between there. So once in a while you kind of have to take them out. Otherwise you hear them when you're cycling. You're like tick, 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 tick. But when I'm cycling a EuroVelo route, there's many paths with rocks and stuff. And before I didn't always feel very safe or comfortable. And since I have these, I feel I have more control, I have more grip. I feel more safe. I've been using the G-One Allround tubeless. You use this tube sealant, and every time you get a puncture, it fills the little holes. And you don't notice anything, you can just cycle on. Unless you get a very big puncture, for those circumstances, it's good to have an extra repair kit. For example, you know, if you get a fish hook in your tire or a piece of plastic. I only had that once. Apart from that, I've been cycling for, I guess, 2 years without any punctures. And since I have an electric bike, I use these Super Moto X tires. I've been cycling in France twice. Last year, Velomaritime, 1500 kilometers. I will share that trip in my next video, actually. And Velo Dial, that was around 700, 800 kilometers. Both trips, no punctures, which is great. I like that because I don't like punctures. And there were many roads actually with sharp rocks. Some cyclists were complaining about it, that they got so many punctures, and I didn't. There's quite some gravel on this route, and that makes me very happy with these Schwalbe tires. They're moto tires. They're wide and they have a lot of grip, and it just feels very comfy. On these gravel roads, I feel like I have control. Of course, that's not just the tires, it's the whole bike. Like there's parts where before I probably would have walked, and with this bike, these tires, I can go on. And 1600 kilometers. And so far, no punctures, no flat tires. The first 2 weeks I was cycling with Virgo. He had a rental bike and he had 2 punctures. One on the first day, actually, that wasn't fun. And yeah, he got a puncture on those gravel roads with stones. And so far, I've been okay, so happy. He had Continental tires still on those bikes. I don't know. I believe in Schwalbe, and Gerrit, the maker of this biker, he really believes in wide tires because they're really comfortable. As you can see, there's nothing to absorb the shocks in the frame, but that's good because those things just take energy, you know. It's maybe nice when you're on a very bumpy road, but a lot of times it's just taking energy out of the bike. Tires actually do a lot. Both tires have a strong puncture protection. The G-One Allround has 2 layers of nylon fabric and the Super Moto X has 3 layers of recycled natural rubber. And before making this video, I reached out to Schwalbe and asked them, well, you know, it would be great if I can give a pair of tires away. And they said, okay, cool, let's do that. So I'm going to do a little giveaway at the end of this video. Before that, I first like to explain a little bit more about the sustainability as well. Tires aren't great for the environment. And Schwalbe is working really hard to change that. So they have, I didn't know this actually, but they told me that recently, they've got an own recycling system. In many countries, you can go to certain bike dealers' shops and you can bring in your old used tubes and then they will recycle that. They will use the materials for their new tubes. In Germany, they recently started with recycling the tires as well. Both of these tires include recycled carbon black from this recycling system. The G-One Allround also contains silica, a reinforcing filler made from rice husks. Schwalbe recently launched a new tire, the Green Marathon, that consists of 80% recycled materials, including nylon from old fishing nets. So the giveaway. I can give away 1 pair of tires and all you have to do is subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so before and tell me in the comments what your next bike trip will be. It doesn't have to be something hardcore. It can be a crazy journey for the desert, but it also could be a weekend away near your home. I mean, any cycling counts. I would love to hear what your next trip will be, and then I will pick one of the winners. So I will send you a set of the G-One Allround or the Super Moto X. Oh, these names. Okay. There's one thing that's good to know. You need to have the right frame and the right wheels. I mean, they have to fit. So it's good you check that first. I hope my thoughts were useful for you. If they were, please put your thumb up. I'll see you in the next video about La Velomaritime. Happy cycling! Bye bye!